Well, first of all, I don't have teaching. I don't have teaching. It's this is every given situation, every given condition just requires certain approach. So this, in my view, that teaching unfolds on its own. You know, so what is intuitively being sensed, you know, and immediately being shared. And this is what I felt in our exchanges, written exchanges at least. I felt that the main thing for you was to make that which seems like a foreign culture, exotic, fascinating, mysterious, your own reality. And for that, as you rightly pointed out, you need to go beneath. You know, you need to have a, you need to basically either cut directly through all the isms, through all that rich layering, or you need to have that perceptual ability to extract what is often spoken in a highly metaphorical, concealed, poetic, historiographical, what is the word? When the language is too flowery, you know, like when the language is too esoteric, you know, and you've done just that. You know, you've done just that. You were able to go to the core. And what is the core? The core is not that it's Buddhist or Vedic or Sufi. The core of any teaching is that there is only this reality, which is our reality, which is our essence. Essence is not subjected to cultural or ethnographic differences at all. If it would not be essence. It is being colored. Soon as it comes on the surface of understanding, soon as it's coming through the tongue of the prophet, it's then acquires, as it were, a certain characteristics that could be linked to that culture. But if you go to the essence, Islam is not Arab, so to speak. No more than theory of relativity is Jewish. In the same manner, the bodhisattva nature, which is so very important to you, has just that association with Tibetan Buddhism or any form of Buddhism only on a surface level, on the level of the name, on the level of the form. But the very essence is your essence. Just as you sit here and now, that is your essence, and always was and always will be. So this is what you've done. You were not afraid to, because sometimes in order for us to embody the teaching, we need to discard the shell. We can suck on the almond when it's shell for a while, you know. But then there comes a moment, and I want to enjoy the kernel. I want to enjoy the actual flavor of the nut. So you crack that shell. Every religion is that shell. Every religious truth contains in the nut, and it has to be eaten. What does it mean? You have to unite with that. You have to put it on a tongue, chew it, enjoy the flavor, and no longer almond is left. Shell is discarded. There's nothing left. And it's very hard for us because we are conditioned. We want to have something to hold on to. We want to have something that is sacred. But we forget that shape and form is sacred only because it carries the essence. It cannot be sacred on its own right, just as it is. And that's the tragedy of all religious institutions. Because with time they calcify and they become just that shell, that container So if that is firmly being established by you, then you become the living expression of Bodhisattva, you living expression of that which has been passed from heart to heart in, let's say, that particular geographical location. So what's the difference? Tibetan mountains or Swiss Alps?